This video will show you how to do a CNN10 reflection for 7th grade world history. In your Google Classroom, you will find a heading that says CNN10. It will be labeled for what marking period we are in. And then underneath, you will see lots of CNNs once the marking period gets going. So the CNN reflection you are looking for is the one for that week. So if today was September 6th, this is the CNN reflection you would click on. So let's go ahead and get to our CNN reflection. I am going to use June 3rd to June 5th to demonstrate how to do the CNN10 reflection. Once you open the assignment, please click Start. You will see that there are directions. Watch CNN each day. This week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and write down 5 facts from that day's episode. The total amount of points for the facts is 15, and if there are 5 facts, that means each fact is worth 3 points. Then, when you are done with the 5 facts, summarize the episode, which you need 5 sentences, and you will get 15 points total. So what you need to do, what I suggest you do once you get the 5 facts, use each fact and turn it into a sentence for your summary. There is also an option to get an extra credit point every single day of our warm-up. So let's go ahead and look. You will see I have linked this day's episode. We are going to watch May 24th this day, and you can play it right from here. Then if you scroll down, here's one fact, another fact, another fact, another fact, and the 5th fact. So there are your 5 facts. You put 1 fact in each response for that day. Here is your question for extra credit. And then here is where you will put that 5-sentence summary. Again, the smartest thing to do would be to use these 5 facts you've already gotten and then write your summary. Notice this is day 2. Do not move on. You do 1 day at a time, and if you are absent, you are exempted from that day. So if you are absent on day 1, do not worry about doing that day's CNN. You will be exempted from it. All right, let's go ahead and watch this CNN. You're going to want to make sure to turn on closed captioning. And I'm going to go ahead and pause and fast forward to get to each story. So let's hit play. I'm going to get to the first story.
Sunshine, I'm cool. I want to let you know about something.
Come on.
Especially,
we'll get there.
There's a good chance you'll buy your tickets through Ticket.
Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this first story. Normally you'll just watch it straight through, but let's go ahead and watch the story. I will pause it if I see or hear a good fact.
There's a good chance you'll buy your tickets through Ticketmaster. Remember the site that famously crashed last year when a gazillion people bought Taylor Swift tickets?
Okay, there's a fact right there. So Taylor Swift ticket sales crashed Ticketmaster. So you will type that in here. Taylor Swift's ticket sales, ticket sales crashed Ticketmaster. That's a fact. We can prove that. So I will type that, and then I go back up and I continue to watch again.
Well, now the U.S. government is suing Ticketmaster's parent company, Live Nation, for violating antitrust laws.
Okay. The government is suing Live Nation. So that is a fact. The government is suing Live Nation. That's a company. Good enough. Let's go back. You know what? I'm going to fast forward to the next story because we already got 2 facts from the first story. And I'd like to move on and get a couple facts from the next story as well. So I am just going ahead. You should watch the entire thing. Don't skip around. Watch the whole thing. I will be showing it up on the board, but I'm just doing this to show you how to get facts.
We head to Iran, where the country is mourning its president, Ibrahim Raisi. He was buried yesterday following a deadly helicopter crash that we showed you earlier in the week. It also killed several high-ranking officials. Massive crowds flooded the streets of Tehran.
All right. So, the Iranian president died in a helicopter crash. That is a fact. So, Iran's president, and spelling does not matter, died in a helicopter crash. That's a big deal. That is a fact. So far we've got 3 facts. So now let's keep listening.
The country's capital as part of a funeral procession for Raisi and the other victims. The president was later buried in his hometown in the northeastern city of Mashhad at the Imam Reza Shrine.
Oh, I wanted to pause that right when, okay, I did. So this is good. I paused it right where it spells it for you. So the president was buried in the northeastern city of Mashhad. We can put that. And if you need to know how to spell it, it's right here. You should never have to ask me how to spell things because you have closed captioning. So Iran's president was buried, and we'll just put Mashhad, right? That's what it says. We don't have to put northeastern city. He was buried in Mashhad. So now let's move on to the next story since we got one from there. Again, you should be watching this entire thing. I'm just fast forwarding to help get the facts.
For the first time since 2008, an African leader is making a state visit to Washington. President Biden and the First Lady welcoming Kenyan President William Ruto and his wife to the White House yesterday.
Okay, so the Kenyan president visited the White House. The Kenyan president visited the White House. I now have all 5 facts. So there's a couple ways you can do it for the summary. You can, and I don't care, but you need to turn them into full sentences. You can copy, so it's Control C, and you can paste it right into here. So Taylor Swift's ticket sales crash Ticketmaster. Make sure you have a capital letter and you have punctuation at the end. My second one, See, and if you do that wrong, that's what happens. So I know that this was, the government is suing. You cannot get it back if you, this is actually a good thing to learn. Live Nation. So the government is suing Live Nation. I know more about this, so I'm just going to type it because I'm afraid to lose it again. So the government is suing Live Nation, and I did hear because they are monopolizing ticket sales. So I put that because government is suing Live Nation is just kind of too short of a sentence. But the next fact, Iran's president died in a helicopter crash. So copy that again. If I lose it, that's on me. So Iran's president died in a helicopter crash. I'm just going to put this week just to make it a better sentence. You don't need full sentences up here, but you do need it to be a full fact. I couldn't just say Iran's president because that's not a fact. That's a person. So the next one, Iran's president was buried in Mashhad. I went ahead and copied. Okay. You know what? I'll put down here, I'm going to put in the city of Mashhad just to make it a better sentence. We're looking for good sentences here. And then the Kenyan president, again, I'm clicking Control C to copy and Control V to paste. And I am going to put the Kenyan president visited the White House yesterday. There you go. That's my full 5 sentences. Notice I have capital letter, punctuation, capital letter, punctuation, capital letter, punctuation. You need those. You need a capital letter to start your sentence. You need a punctuation, whether it be a period, question mark, or exclamation point to end your sentence. One more thing. A question I still have, why wouldn't I? It's 1 point extra credit, sure. So what should I say? We talked about Taylor Swift. We talked about the government. We talked about Iran. Ooh, I know who will be Iran's next president. That's a good question because he just got killed in a helicopter crash. So who will be Iran's next president? Good question. And that's it. You are done. Do not submit until it is the last one of the week. And that's it. You just go ahead and get out of it. Make sure you finish watching. If you finished your reflection before the end of CNN, please watch till the end. It is required that you watch the entire thing.